I'm Melissa Fuller with 10 Health TV, and I am a couple of weeks into my half marathon training, and I'm back with Gary Bredehoft at Tiger Fitness to help me stay safe and healthy and go in the right direction. All right, so I have been working on the running part. I am up to, I think I started around 3 miles. I'm up to where I can get my long run five.
Okay.
Somewhere right around there. But I haven't been really good about the cross training. What are the best ways to cross train?
Well, one of the best ones that I like is, if you can get in the water in the pool and swim a little bit if you're not a swimmer. The bike's another great one for helping recovery and so forth there. Ellipticals, you get that movement without the pounding. Anything that takes the pounding off the legs to give your legs, knees, and joints a little bit of recovery would be great. And
we're looking at maybe once a week for cross training?
Once or twice a week, I would say, because you're probably going to work up if you're not a real experienced runner, have done a lot of miles, you may not want to run more than 4 days a week, possibly 5, but make sure, you vary in those distance. We talked about the long run, but, cross-training a couple times a week might be good.
And are these long workouts?
No, they're not. They're going to be shorter. You'll build up to maybe an hour, and that's about all I would recommend. You probably start with 20 minutes and go to 30, 40, and add, 10 minutes or so a week on those cross-train days.
So living in Nebraska, it's a little cold. Sometimes they're a little icy, and the time of day is a little iffy in terms of when I can go out because we have short days. What are some other options?
Well, yeah, if you don't have equipment at home and so forth, you're not a member of a gym, it makes it very challenging in this environment here in Nebraska. So some of the things might be, on a cross-train day, just go to general walking and so forth, and we're going to show you a little bit too with the cross-training, maybe some strength training elements for runners. The other thing might be is go down to a building or so forth and just start doing some stairs. Now, if you want to start that slowly too, because that's going to be an element that's going to strengthen your legs, but also working with hamstrings, hip flexors, and so forth, work those a little differently. But that's a great cross trainer if we might do some flights of stairs on a cross train day for strengthening and working the cardiovascular and so forth. But again, working into it slowly, whether you do 8 or 10 flights to start with, unless you do a lot already, and then each week you can add a couple flights or whatever. So that's a great element to work strength training and cardiovascular into a nice cross-training day.
What is it about cross-training and the extra weights? What is that doing for me in terms of helping me with a marathon?
Basically when you're out running or, you're working on your endurance, your cardiovascular, so forth, and the constant pounding on your legs is taking a toll on those legs. Once we can strengthen muscles around your joints and everything, they're going to take more abuse, basically, or more running and stay and recover better, and we're going to build up more muscle tissue in those legs, and ultimately it'll be stronger, and when you're stronger you can run farther without fatiguing. So that's the simple way to say it. You want to make sure you get plenty of hydration during your training. Your body's going to use a lot more water than you're used to, so make sure that you hydrate, maybe even after sports drinks or chocolate milk for quick recovery to give you a little more carbohydrate in your muscle is also a good idea.
I'm going to run a half. I've been running ever since I'm a kid. I just kind of like the training and working towards a goal and trying to achieve it.
Running the full marathon because I did it last year and it was miserable, so I want to do it better this year.
I'm going to train for the full marathon. Hopefully I'll be able to run the full marathon. Running because it's the 40th year of the Lincoln Marathon, and also 30 years ago I almost lost my leg in a boating accident. So that's why I'm going to try and do it.